lot of time into being nice and making people have great established connections, but in this case I just had a lot of people being mean, and they expect me to just change my nature overnight and be some asshole, and it's very difficult for me because how do you go from being somebody that comes into a consciousness of the heart, which is my work, to just having people like Leanne and all these different girls saying that that's their work about the heart, and it's like, but that's what I've done throughout my training and a consciousness of healing, because in the past, so I can tell you the difference. When I'm in Christchurch, it was all about our wit, it was all about being happy and joking, having a few drinks at the end of work. When I didn't feel fulfilled in my life, I felt empty. I felt like I'm working in this job, I've got these friends that have the same kind of jokes, but there's no intimacy. So I went to do deep healing, and I found I was attracted to more of these people that were real people that love the environment and love like things like festivals and going out and being dog walkers, things like this, things that are really, I loved international communities, like maybe a couple of drinks at maybe like a jazz bar or something, but it changed my whole culture and my whole reality, and I was purely happy, and I was functioning. I was really mature, and I'm not. So I get that I'm not liked, and that's fine. But the fact that I'm marked in the community is not fair as a cockroach, because why doesn't the government take heed about all the abuse I went through and take credit for denying me the right to justice, denying me the right to equal opportunity? Because instead of equal opportunity, that cyber criminal gang, like those Asians kept coming into my work saying we're better than her, we're more professional. And it's like, that's just oppressing somebody going to work though. Do you actually care about me going to work, or are you just saying like, look, I'm such high value, I am beautiful, we are doing such a great professional role here. So really, I feel like it's malicious. They don't care about every woman being professional, they care about blackballing women. That's how I feel. I feel like it was just a massive blackballing. They have these parties to make sure I'm not included in any social groups. And then it's like I came back unfairly, I was persecuted as cheap. And it's like, well, what am I meant to do? You've had a group of police abusing me as a mad dog and pushing me out of every workplace, and I don't get any rights. They've just stolen about 7 devices off me. 7. 2 of them are in this house right now. It was a broken Samsung that they've stolen. I was going to fix it. Like, I like Samsung more than Apple, really. I just use Apple because apparently they're harder to crack, but whoever I'm dealing with is able to crack an Apple. So it's just unfair, because I don't understand. You've got all this information about me. You've spent years and years gathering information about me, and France has spent years and years finding out all of my support systems, and I was denied it. You cannot, it's just kind of like buying a fish, and you've got to create an ecosystem, an environment for it to thrive in. You put a tank, you put stones in, you make sure the pH level of the water is good, you put other fish in so it's got a community. In this case, he's like, oh, I'm going to hold this fish because I want to own it, and I found out that it's got a deep heart and it's got a rare capability of connection, and I want to assimilate this in my new government, girl power girls. And so he's destroyed my life. He's taken me as a fish out of my environment and just held me. What's that fish going to do? It's going to die. Fish can't make noise, but I made noise. Like, it's just, you're left there screaming with no access to help. It's just got one brutal abuser that's abusing me out of every environment that I go to. How am I meant to survive? I actually put money down to get a journalist. I've spent lots of time, all these places are journalists, Muckrack, I'm going to tell you, there's about 3 or 4 years of real hardcore work against the oppression to get back into work. Real lot of work into the organisations to try and get these institutes to work to help me. Even Anna Chong said, get the system to work for you. Because I said, look, I'm trying to get back into work. My face got ruined, blah, blah, blah. I've got this dark internet stuff. And she said, you need to go into the housing list and you need to start putting your name through all these places to get social work to get you back into work. And I've just been left with no access to this support. True, it's on my bank thing. I've spent all these, I think I called the Guardian. I've had Charlie invading my emails. They are stealing my emails. There's plaques all over the country, like they're so proud that Pablo took my family trees off me and left me with nothing. I'm not allowed to see my family. It is apartheid. And while they bring me back here to a city of violence that hates me, and it's like I want to tell people, but they've already been told I'm a racist. And it's like, I was not a racist the time that they're saying I said go back to your hometown. That's totally untrue. I never said that. I said, if you're going to call people a dog and abuse them, go back to your country because this shouldn't happen in this community. So how is that turning me racist? They also went down to Christchurch and made out all these girls were victims of bullying of me when I was being bullied as a mad dog and brutalised. This is the injustice